Look at this. There are 4,152 subscribers in my trading group, and we're killing it. I got a few shout outs to give on my trading group. This person stated, signed up for VIP Elite, took your suggestion. I doubled my money in less than a week. This person, I'm up $58,000 in 10 days. Chris, thanks a lot for everything. I'm 3 or 4 months in the group. I've turned $4,000 into 65 grand. 65 G's out of 4,000. It's more than 10x. He more than 10x'd his money in the group. This person, I'm up $10,000 in the last week. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin Cash broke out 60% gains over time. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily. Before we jump into this video, I want to ask you guys, smash a like button for me. Trying to get a like spike going, 1,000 likes a video. That's the goal. If you came into cryptocurrency to make life-changing money and you haven't quite made it there yet, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to help you. Jumping right into the market today in crypto, Bitcoin daily scenario. This is a bearish scenario. Bitcoin bulls need to break above 17,150 in order to save from further retracement. Right now, the price action currently is under the 21 simple moving average. Okay, your 50 simple moving average is down here, roughly around 14,590. So remember, this is a golden retrace area. So common retrace, Dow theory says a 50% retrace is completely normal. That's this area right here around 14,750. Could see a move down here in this golden retrace area. Worst case scenario, 786 type retrace down to, which is about almost an 80% retrace. Put it down around 12,000. Right now, we've got a bearish MACD cross confirmed on the daily time frame. Not a good sign. The stochastic RSI is headed lower. It is approaching oversold territory. Potentially, if 16.2 doesn't hold down here, then you're looking at 15,800. And then if that doesn't hold, 15,000. And then basically just take it level by level as far as downside continuation goes. This is the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. And again, I drew some trend lines in here. There's a lot going on in this chart, but just understand that right now the price action was rejected here, like we just talked about. If this lower trend line, the yellow trend line, doesn't hold, which has been respected for quite a while, over a month, then again, you're looking for this downside price action. Okay. Now, at some point, you have to think that bounces are part of it. Bounces are part of it. This is not going to play out in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I mean, this could potentially take a month or 2 months to completely play out. The game changes for Bitcoin when the price action breaks above the all-time high. Okay, so what's happened in the past, previously, years and years ago, last bull market, and I'll talk to you about this more in just a minute. But again, you want to essentially buy the breakout at 20,000 when that does happen. And again, you got 15x gains potential in Bitcoin over the next year. So corrections are part of it. You just have to be patient. Psychologically, mentally, you just have to prepare. Like, you do not deserve 3,000% gains if you can't take a 20 or 30% retrace, right? So I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. This person, again, he sent this to me last night. I've made $8,000. $8,000. And again, this was last night. This just happened. This is after the pullback. You guys remember the Zilliqa setup I gave you? The last setup I gave you, up 48%, took off. Amazing profits being made in the trading group. This person, the group already paid off all my credit cards and boosted my credit score by 84 points this year. Listen, most people have a lifetime goal to get out of credit card debt. This person hit it because of the trading group. Imagine that. You have no credit card. That's the last thing you want is a bunch of debt. Pay off your debt. Get out of debt. You do not want to deal with any of that. I do not want to owe anybody else money. That's for sure. This person started with about 45,000 Australian dollars, and he's up about 10,000 Australian dollars. So pretty nice gains being made in the trading group. If you have taken some losses and you want to recoup some gains and you want these altcoins, I'm telling you, this is part of the altcoin cycle. Bitcoin has to pull back. Bitcoin needs to pull back in order for these altcoins to have room to breathe. And we're going to cover this, and I'll show you some factual information, some chart information that shows that this is exactly what happens. If you guys haven't signed up for a VPN yet, if you want to use Binance, you're in the United States, go to PureVPN. Link is in the description. Right now, it's 88% off. 5 years. If you sign up for 5 years, 88% off. You guys probably remember the last video I made. I talked about possible bearish divergence on the RSI, MACD, stochastic. If the bearish divergence gets confirmed, you're looking for a move to the bottom of the pattern. If the pattern breaks, you're looking for a measured move in this area. Obviously, Bitcoin broke. This bearish divergence played out, actually put in a little bit of double top, and then broke to the downside. Okay, you had bearish divergence over everything. And so it's important to kind of be able to understand these divergences are game changers. As soon as you learn how to read divergences where essentially the price action doesn't match what the indicators are showing, it's like the closest thing to a crystal ball that you'll get using technical analysis while you're trading crypto. Divergence. Learn to trade divergence, bearish and bullish divergence. If you want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, go to my website, cryptorev.net. Right now, if you pay in crypto for 6 months or 12 months, it's 50% off for a limited time. 50% off if you pay for 6 months or 12 months in crypto. So this is just an idea like we talked about, how it's typical. Like look at Bitcoin's amazing move, amazing run up to 20,000. You had 38% retrace, 37, 34, 40, 40, 30. Listen, if you can't handle a 30 or 40% retrace, you're not going to make it to the top. Now, if Bitcoin pulls back, we get a 30% retrace. I mean, potentially we're looking at slightly below 14,000. Okay, so just keep this in mind. Now, the key is this. See this 20,000, this 20,000. Once the bulls show up and break above this level, bull run ready. I mean, the bull run's already started, and I see people messaging me, and they're like, is this a real bull run? Look, the price action pulls back. That's what it does. That's how this market is built. You get this amazing run up. This was like a 3,000% run up. 3,000% run up. And yeah, you had some retraces. That's just part of crypto. Now, this is a real good indication of what we've seen in the past. Again, the past doesn't always repeat, but it definitely rhymes. Okay. So you see, we had this all-time high of 1,186 previously. Okay. Then the Bitcoin tested this 1186 level, and he had a huge retrace. Just like recently, we just had this huge retrace, right? Potentially, this is the start of this retrace. Came back up here, broke above it, kind of faked out, broke above this, and then had a big, huge retrace. But once this took off and maintained and held above this previous high, bull run ready. This is your shortest, fastest gains in Bitcoin. Now these altcoins are going to take off in here, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. So you got your new all-time high, and then essentially like this chart is just talking about how this was a test of the previous all-time high. So some type of pullback is completely normal. When we break and hold this level, bull run ready, period. Coinbase. I want to talk about, there's a lot of Coinbase FUD, Brian Armstrong, Coinbase going down. You lost $20,000 because you couldn't sell. This is going to happen. This is going to happen to these exchanges. It's just part of it. These exchanges can't handle the volume. We're about to get all kinds of new money coming into this market, which hasn't really even happened, even though we've had an amazing run up out of Bitcoin. It hasn't really even happened yet. And these exchanges are going to falter, right? And so you just have to be able to do your best. Like, how do you sell the top if, you have to obviously take profits on the way up, take profits with a lot of these coins, ADA, XRP, XLM, like they had amazing 100%, 200% profit gains. Scale out, take 10%, 20%, 20. Coinbase goes down, you got some profits locked in, and you're golden. Remember that. So Brian Armstrong comes out with his tweet storm. This was, a lot of people were blaming this for the tremendous pullback that Bitcoin had, which really hasn't been that significant yet. However, I do feel there's potential for more downside. So Brian Armstrong stated that there's some new rumors that the United States Treasury Secretary is planning to rush out some new regulation regarding self-hosted crypto wallets before the end of his term. And just went on through like, hey, this would be, imagine if you have a Jax wallet or if you have a Ledger hardware wallet, like they want you to have KYC on every single wallet there is. I mean, what would this do for, MetaMask, and how do decentralized exchanges work, and how would that exactly play out? But this whole situation, this whole tweet storm just kind of created a ton of FUD in the market, right? And my thing is, so Brian Armstrong comes out and he's acting like he's just the savior. Like we wrote a letter. We wrote a letter to the Treasury Secretary of the United States, and we said, hey, we're against this. But he just goes on to this tweet storm, like people may not want to give out their personal information. If people are going to use exchanges abroad, PureVPN, this will just set up more barriers for cryptocurrency in the United States. And this whole total FUD tweet storm got opened up by Brian Armstrong. Here we send a letter. We said, these are our concerns. We don't want you to do this. Really trying to save face, and I'm about to show you why. Did a little bit of digging. I found this article in Coinbase's blog, and it basically says, hey, the New York Times is planning to publish a negative story about Coinbase at some point in the next few days online. It's going to appear in print on Sunday. Hasn't happened yet. The story is going to be read by your friends, your family, professional contacts. We want to give everybody a heads up. Hey, here's what it's about. So apparently, there's a large number of Black African-American contractors that were referenced in the story, and 3 of the people filed complaints during this time at Coinbase. And so they're alluding to the fact that there's some racial inequalities going on at Coinbase. And then it states, we expect that the story is going to paint an inaccurate picture. It lacks complete information and context. Then it went on to state, hey, we're focused on this diversity, racial diversity strategy that they rolled out earlier this quarter. So you've got this news coming. The CEO of Coinbase comes out with this, hey, we're saving crypto because we wrote the United States Treasury Secretary. Obviously, I think, hey, there's something behind this. You have to understand who Brian Armstrong is as a person. I mean, obviously, Coinbase has come out. It's been a unicorn. It's become a multi-billion-dollar company. And there was a previous tweet which was endorsing Kanye West for president, saying that's epic. And so there's all this whole big slew of tweets and a lot of information about how in the future Coinbase is going to, after this post was deleted off Twitter, and says, hey, we're just not even going to get involved in politics. And, they basically kind of backpedaled out of this entire situation. I'll let you decide. What do you guys think about that? This person says, listen, there's so much FUD in the market. We're screwed. I've just lost a lot. My wife is going to freaking kill me. Listen, you got to get used to these pullbacks because it's going to happen. Hasn't even been a big pullback yet. You're going to have huge pullbacks. The key is these lows, we're going to put in higher lows. Every low is going to be higher than the previous low. Okay, so buying the dip does work in an uptrend, right? Potentially you could dollar cost average. If Bitcoin does get down to 14,000 or even 12,000, which it may not. But if it does, you're buying the dip. Buying the dip works in an uptrend. Now, this person, again, he's like, dude, there's so much FUD in the market. And I said, listen, everyone, China came out right here and they banned Bitcoin, right? I was on vacation with my family. I was in Florida. It was the middle of the night, and I'm buying Bitcoin at $3,300 right here. There's a 40% drop in Bitcoin's price. 40%. And I'm just like at night, just buying on my phone, just like let me ring and buy the dip. Bitcoin after this, 6x'd. 6x'd. Bitcoin's the future. Like, don't doubt it. Don't let the FUD get to you. Focus. If you trade these charts and ignore the news, you're going to do a lot better. I mean, you have to acknowledge the news, but don't get stuck on it. I think Bitcoin easily will 10x, probably 15x in the next 18 to 24 months. Altcoins in the same period of time will 10 to 50x. Zoom out. Do not get stressed about pullbacks in the market. This is part of it. You should be excited about these altcoins because why is Bitcoin pulling back? You're not losing. You didn't lose Bitcoin money. You didn't lose money in Bitcoin. People took your money. People took your money. Guess what's going to happen? Those same people are going to start pumping these altcoins. As soon as Bitcoin starts to settle down and essentially just do nothing, these alt BTC pairs are going to take off and it's going to be epic. We're going to have an alt season and it's going to be amazing. Watch. Bitcoin all-time high happened here, December 15th, 2017. Ran up to about 19,850, 891 on Coinbase. So again, you can see this is how the money flows into the altcoins. You can see Ethereum almost a month later, hit its all-time high of $1,419. I think Ethereum is going to hit this level. I saw the Ethereum dominance chart, looks very bullish. There's a lot of upside in Ethereum. Pullbacks are part of it. That's just how it works. It's a cycle, right? It's going to happen. It's going to play out. Do not stress about this. Life-changing money is coming. Bitcoin large caps, they had huge run-ups and pullbacks. It's just part of it. The United States Feds forgot to seize about $400,000 in Bitcoin forks. They forgot about Bitcoin Diamond, Super Bitcoin, Bitcoin Private. This was apparently, there was $1 billion seized in Bitcoin, but they forgot $400,000. So again, almost comical that they didn't remember to pick up these forked coins. There's a lot of FUD in the market just with this idea where there's a lot of whales. There's a lot of Bitcoin being sent to exchanges right now. So you got Bitcoin price here, Bitcoin sent to exchanges, being sent to exchanges. Why? Because at some point there's higher probability that this price action continues lower. And if it does, like you don't want to ride this downtrend. Now, could you get some type of pump, some kind of bull trap? We're going to talk about that idea right here. And so this is the Bitcoin 1 hour. This is Bitcoin CME futures. Okay, so you got Bitcoin in this range right here, right? Bitcoin ranging. Okay, so potentially at some point, let's say you draw this as some type of falling wedge. Now, this breaks to the downside. You're looking at these price targets we talked about here, right? Just continuation to the downside. Now, if you want to take, how are you going to take everybody's money right now? This market wants to take your money, period. At some point, let's just say, continue in this range, you get a break to move to the upside. All the new money that came in, they're going to FOMO back into Bitcoin. Oh, it's about to take off again. Right? And then, boom, move to the downside. Okay, so you have to watch out for this scenario. Again, this is potentially a bear flag with downside continuation possibility. Bitcoin dominance. What are these altcoins going to do? Bitcoin dominance. As soon as this breaks lower, this is a bullish scenario for the altcoins. It's been climbing. It bounced. You just had a 4-hour death cross, right? Let's go back and look at last time we had a death cross on this. I haven't even seen this myself. Last time we had a death cross right here. See this? 4-hour death cross. And what happened? This thing just got destroyed. And we know that when this thing pulls back, these altcoins just giveth. They giveth. And we know when this happens, this was the start of the last altcoin season. I mean, potentially it topped out here with this double top. But I mean, this right here is where life-changing money is made. Money comes into Bitcoin and then it flows into the altcoins based on this idea. This is like the on-off switch for trading and being profitable in these altcoins. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.